Someday, in the not-so-distant future, it happens. The moment you realize you're ready for anything. Get a degree in emergency management from Jacksonville State University and be ready for where you're going.
This is the Weather Xtreme video. This is for Friday morning, the 22nd of November. I'm James Spann. A very active, challenging pattern here over the next 7 days with a weather smorgasbord. Of course, the big deal for the weekend is a shot of very cold air. Got a big pre-Thanksgiving storm. Will somebody around the Southeast have a snowflake or two with that? A lot to talk about here. I mean, this is going to be a busy forecast, so let's just dive right into it. We'll start with the water vapor satellite view around the nation this morning. Large upper low near San Diego. And then the northern branch with that big trough, and down below that you can see the surface cold front down through central Arkansas and central Texas. Now where we are, we're in pretty good shape this morning. We've got 59 in Birmingham. In fact, Tuscaloosa sitting at 62 at daybreak, and that is the average high for the 22nd of November. But oh boy, you can see what's coming down the pike. I mean, it's brutal. Back in the cold air. This is amazing for November. Alliance, Nebraska at daybreak is at 15 below zero with a wind chill index of 35 below. I mean, that's like mid-January stuff. And even for mid-January, that's brutal. And we're going to feel some of that tomorrow afternoon and tomorrow night into Sunday. There's a closer look at the leading edge of the Arctic air coming down through northwest Arkansas and central Texas. The front is on through Dallas. They've dropped to 39. And the front is nearing Little Rock at daybreak. Now, back in the colder air, winter weather advisories. Those counties in purple for much of West Texas, up into parts of Oklahoma and Kansas. Looks like a few counties northwest of Dallas-Fort Worth under a winter storm watch. And then for the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex, looks like they've got some type of winter weather advisory there as well. But nothing like that here this weekend, just rain showers, then cold. This is the potential for freezing rain or ice over the next 24 hours. And the higher percentages of getting some ice will be over the western half of Texas up into parts of Oklahoma. Now, this is the rain for the next 5 days, and this is valid through Wednesday morning. And these are big numbers. I mean, this is going to be a big soaker with this thing next week, this Gulf low. It's got rain amounts of about 2 inches for most of our part of Alabama, so we'll talk about that as we go. And I thought I'd check the radar. This is what it looks like early this morning. This was at 5:12, and a little light rain over Franklin and Marion counties. And we're going to see showers today, but that's the way we're starting the day off. Let's go to modeling. This is the GFS, the Global Forecast System, the 06Z run, valid at noon today at 500 millibars. Big upper low is just below San Diego. Northern branch with the dip, and down below that you can see the cold air flooding south, the 1041 high over Nebraska. And in advance of that push of cold air, there's a batch of showers. Let's go down to the high-res NAM. This is at noon today, and it's got the bulk of the showers along and north of Interstate 59 at midday today. So from Birmingham north, a good chance of showers. South of Birmingham, pretty good chunk of the day should be dry. This is 8 o'clock this evening, and we got high school football playoff games tonight. The good news is not going to be cold, but some of the stadiums will be wet. And again, you can see the most concentrated area of showers, again, north of Interstate 20, but there's a chance to the south as well. So if you go into a high school football game tonight, just take the rain gear. All right, this is tomorrow at 3 o'clock. Now, the day will be cloudy. We'll have rain showers around really at times through the day. Not going to rain all day, but this is clearly suggesting we could see some light rain or showers lingering into the afternoon hours. So if you're going to the Alabama game in Tuscaloosa, that game kicks off at 1 o'clock. Same deal. Take something to keep the rain off your head. And the other issue is going to start to turn cold. I mean, this is a very, very cold air mass coming in here. Here's a look at temperatures coming off the NAM at 3 o'clock tomorrow. Now, understand it might, even this high, this is a 4-kilometer NAM, it might have a hard time handling the colder air coming in. The numbers could easily be colder than this, but it's got 40s basically north of Interstate 59. And we think we'll be, in the mid to upper 50s tomorrow morning, but then the temperatures begin to fall by mid to late afternoon. And of course, where you are will depend on when the cold air arrives. If you're to the north, you'll start to see the cold air, late morning, midday. If you're Birmingham, Tuscaloosa, Anniston, Gadsden, mid to late afternoon. Montgomery and Auburn, it'll be tomorrow night, really, before it gets there. Then we clear tomorrow night, and this is Sunday morning. We start the day well down in the 20s. We're forecasting mid-20s as the Arctic air settles in, but the sky will be clear. This is the surface look at noon on Sunday, and still going to be windy. Look at the pressure gradient. I mean, we're going to have a wind Sunday morning. You got mid-20s. The wind chill index goes way down in the low teens. And even with bright sunny sky on Sunday, it's going to be cold. The high only in the low to mid-40s. A northeast wind at 10 to 20. That's going to keep the wind chill index well down in the 30s all day, despite the sun. All right, now this is Monday. Monday morning is going to be cold. We'll start Monday morning well down in the 20s with low to mid-20s again. But you can see what's happening off to the west. Here comes this next wave that's forming in the western Gulf. Clouds will increase Monday, and this is Monday night at midnight. And this precipitation begins to fall, and that brings into the question, at the onset of this, could we see some freezing rain? It's going to be a close call. Now, this will not be a long-duration problem. It'll be a little narrow window. But could there be a touch of freezing rain around here or a touch of snow north of here where the cold air is deeper? Up in the Tennessee Valley. There could be, but for now, the window is very small, and we would not expect any issues. And, this is not during the day. It's at night when most people are home. But just be aware, something we'll have to focus over the weekend is the potential for a touch of freezing precipitation Monday night at the onset of this big rain mass coming in here. But for now, we don't think it'll be any problem. All right, this is Tuesday at midday, and the story is the same. A big low in the Gulf south of Mobile with a soaking rain, and it's going to be windy. Strong east winds on top of the surface low. It's just going to be a soaker. It will be in the 40s all day, just miserable. And it's going to be a big rain, 1 to 2 inches up here with amounts of over 2 inches possibly near the Gulf Coast. So there you go. Now, let's go to Wednesday. Now, this is the biggest travel day of the year. And let me tell you what now, this is an issue here. You've got a 997 millibar low, and all of a sudden now it's farther north, and you've got all the airports, boogered up in New York City and up to Logan in Boston. D.C., Baltimore, this is just a mess. This is going to cause airport delays. And, of course, when all those airports are delayed, it fouls up air travel around the country. So that's one issue for the travelers. And the other issue on the backside of this thing, in the colder air, there's some evidence of freezing or frozen precipitation mischief. This is the look at the precipitation type Wednesday morning at 6 o'clock. You can see the surface low is near Wilmington, North Carolina, and maybe a little strip of light snow back on the back edge of this thing, down into North Mississippi and North Alabama, then on up into the Appalachians. This could be a big snow for the mountains of West Virginia, and this is suggesting maybe at the onset of this thing, there could be some snow for New York City and Boston before it changes to rain. If we have anything up for here, this is the extreme north part of Alabama Wednesday morning. I don't think we have anything like that where we are. Tuscaloosa, Birmingham, Anniston, Gadsden. This is the snow depth valid Wednesday evening. And you can see this is suggesting the Great Smokies could have some good snow with this thing, maybe enough to get several inches on the ground. And then up to West Virginia. And look at the snow accumulation up in New England. I mean, that's going to be interesting to see how this all plays out. But this is showing some really good accumulating snow just away from the coast, away from New York City and Boston. You go inland. And, I mean, this is suggesting, amounts of over 5-6 inches up in through there. So, again, just travelers beware of some big coastal storm on Thanksgiving Eve with potential for big snows in the interior part of the northeast United States. But, again, down here for us, we'll have lingering light rain. And, again, we won't get out of the 40s on Wednesday. But the good news on Thanksgiving Day, we're fine. Cool and dry. Sun is out. Sunshine in full force. Should be a gorgeous Thanksgiving Day. Now, it's going to be cold. We start the day in the 20s. High should be around 50. And that's, over 10 degrees below average for Thanksgiving here. Black Friday, cool and dry, no problem. Again, we'll start the day around freezing. The high will be in the 50s, and this is Iron Bowl Saturday. Ooh, that storm to the west getting close, but still looks dry, and maybe we'll touch 60 in Auburn. And that's a close call for snow up there in Little Rock, isn't it? But we'll fine-tune that. But again, the consistency's been very good in this idea. We'll check the end of the forecast. This is December 7th. Again, strong westerlies over much of the nation. Cold air just north of here. That would be cool and dry if that happens to be correct. That's it for the Weather Extreme video today. We'll have notes in the blog. Next video here by 4 o'clock today. If you can, catch us on ABC 3340 News this evening on the live stream of the television side at 4, 5, 6, and 10. Thanks for watching. Have a great day, and God bless.